What is going on, everyone? Welcome to the channel. I hope everybody's having a wonderful day and is enjoying, what was I gonna say, enjoying something. Enjoying the beats, by the way. These beats are made by Tillery, so shout out to Tillery. You know, he was great enough to go ahead and send over some beats to go ahead and have some background music playing on the back, so enjoy that. In the meantime, I'm gonna go ahead and check if we are officially live, but it looks like Pepe 2.0 is pumping. Will this pump continue? Will it end? Is it a fake out? What can we expect moving forward? If you're a holder of Pepe 2.0, go ahead and make sure to smash that like button, comment, and subscribe, most importantly, because looking at my analytics, we've been killing it, guys. We've been killing it. If you look at the overview of the channel, you know we've been getting massive growth in these last couple days, literally the last month. But something that really stands out to me the most out of everything is if we actually go ahead and check out the audience, if we go all the way down, you see how many people are actually subscribed. So we have about only 4.1% that have turned on notifications on. So go ahead and do that. If you are a holder of Pepe 2.0, turn on your post notifications. That way so you won't miss any updates. And then those that are subscribed, only 3% enable the full-on YouTube notifications. Not only that, but only about 51% of you that are subscribed watch my content, and the other 48% just go ahead and watch without subscribing. So it's like a 50-50. I would really appreciate if everybody that is not subscribed to go ahead and subscribe. And if for any reason you're not subscribing, go ahead and let me know why you're not subscribing. Come on, you're watching my content. Over 50, almost 50%, just to make it even, almost 50% of you are not subscribed, those that watch my content. So I would really go ahead and encourage everybody to go ahead and subscribe. And if there's any reason why you're not subscribing, go ahead and let me know down below. That way so I could go ahead and hopefully earn that subscribe from you. So let's go ahead and check if I am officially live. Let me go ahead and double check on my end. So it looks like we are officially live. So great. Hopefully all of you enjoyed that beat. But anyways, let's go ahead and talk about Pepe 2.0. What is going on? I hope everybody is enjoying the new light up. Looking at my videos, I've noticed that my lights were too bright, if that makes any sense. Like, how can your lights be too bright, right? That's like the whole purpose of your lighting, is to go ahead and have some nice bright lighting. So in my case, you couldn't really see my face. So first it was too dark, now it's too bright, right? So we're trying to look for the in-between. Obviously the rest of the things are being fixed. Audio is being improved, and as well I think the mic's good, but you know, I'm open for anything. But let's go ahead and talk about Pepe 2.0, because that's really the only reason why all of you are here, right? It's to go ahead and watch with me with what the market is doing overall, what we could expect, and are we back in this bullish trend with Pepe 2.0? So in my opinion, I don't think so. But I could be wrong. But in my opinion, I don't think this bearishness is down. But let's go ahead and take a look at the market overall. We're going to go ahead and start off with Pepe 2.0, obviously. But I'm going to go ahead and have these charts up and ready. Looks like I do have the DXY set up. Let me go ahead and pull out my BTC chart, because like I mentioned, I do like to go ahead and analyze the markets overall, not just Pepe 2.0. We like to go ahead and review the whole entire market. So bear with me. Okay, give me 1 second. Okay, so we're there. So let's go ahead and talk about Pepe 2.0. Like I mentioned, if you're watching this stream right now, go ahead and smash that like button. Definitely supports the channel. So looking at Pepe 2.0 right now, currently we're sitting at a liquidity of about 711,000. Currently only with the volume of 176,000, which is not too bad. And currently at a market cap of 5.12 million. I believe we were at 4 million, if I'm not mistaken, yesterday. So 5.12 million. I hope we could go ahead and dump below the 3 million market cap, or even $1 million. That'd be really great. I definitely would like to go ahead and buy the dip on that one. But overall, we do look like we are hot trending right now at 5. Obviously the team does pay for this. It's not free. Trending on Dex tools is not free, guys. Do want to go ahead and give you a heads up on that. But looking at the activity, there is a lot of buying activity going on for whatever reason. I really don't know what is sparking this buy-ins. It could really be anything. It could be something really irrelevant to what is going on. But let's go ahead and take a look at Twitter, because usually on Twitter is when they announce what's going to be happening. People are just saying another dump. Yeah, I don't think a lot of people are even going to believe this pump, unfortunately. A lot of people have lost hope in this project, have lost hope on Pepe 2.0. And with that being said, I personally think that we will go ahead and do this. Watch. Let's go ahead and put up the bigger screen, do some quick TA on Pepe 2.0. So let's go ahead and take a look at this. I think, my opinion, we're not going to have enough volume that we're just going to go ahead and touch this top area right here. And unfortunately, I think we're going to get rejected to this new area of support. Once we do get that area of support, I do believe, in my opinion, that a lot of whales will be looking at this area to go ahead and buy in. And I think that's what they're doing. They're fake pumping the market to go ahead and grab some liquidity grabs in there, liquidate some longs, and then short all the way down to this bottom right here. And hopefully from this bottom, we could either do two things, right? As soon as we hit this bottom, we could go ahead and bounce back up, finding some very, very bullish momentum. Or, which is also always the case, have to go ahead and keep that in mind, we could also go ahead and get rejected in this area right here, go down, consolidate for a while, kind of board the market, and eventually, once good news come by, we will go ahead and take off once again. So usually with these patterns, like I mentioned, this is a head and shoulders pattern. Usually when the head and shoulders pattern, they usually do bounce all the way down to the bottom, usually consolidate, and after consolidating for a long time, unless some massive news happens, like let's say Bitcoin hitting new all-time highs, or a new partnership with Pepe 2.0, or whatever the case is, right? It could just actually, I could actually just be wrong, right? We could actually just go ahead and break through this resistance right here, bounce back out off of it. Obviously, our next resistance will be this red square, and then bouncing back to support, maybe consolidating, and possibly break to the upside. Either way, in my opinion, I don't think we're going to go ahead and do that. That's just solely my opinion. I'm not a bear. I definitely do think that these are big, massive buying opportunities, but in my opinion, I do think that this area that we're currently looking at is a massive area of resistance, so that we are going to go ahead and have some trouble breaking that. But I believe once we do break this area, we will be taking off. So in my opinion, I think we are going to go ahead and get rejected, and hopefully seeing a bounce back to the bottom right here, and hopefully consolidating. And the only reason why I'm hoping that happens is because I definitely want to go ahead and buy the dip, guys. So let's go ahead and take a look at the 4-hourly chart and see how things are actually going. All right, so looking at the 4-hourly chart, we do see that same thing of pretty much what I've been saying, right? We usually have these little movements to the upside where we do go ahead and pump, just like we did right here, and then we got rejected, and then we go down. So what I think is going to happen, we're going to go ahead and pump, people are going to begin to get bullish, and then we're going to go ahead and dump one more time. And I think this might be the bottom here, because if you actually go ahead and take a look, when Pepe 2.0 actually began to run up, it was around this area right here. So let's check that out. This is on the 4-hourly. So you do see that we bounced very high to the upside, did a small consolidation before taking off, and then making that massive new wave to the upside. So in my opinion, I think that's a very strong area of support, and that means that if we do go ahead and buy in at this area of support, we could go ahead and see a massive potential to the upside. So I don't know, this is just all my analysis, my opinion Obviously, none of this is financial advice, but I do think that in order for us to go ahead and start pumping back up to new all-time highs, we need to go ahead and get this kind of volume right here that we're seeing. When Pepe 2.0 started to take off, and you see those massive wicks, that's massive volume coming in, and I think that's what we need in order to go ahead and take off to the upside one more time. So I would definitely go ahead and just be on the lookout for that. If you did buy the top, like I'm sure a lot of people have, and probably a lot of people have sold, one of the best strategies that I would recommend, obviously, if you feel comfortable doing, it would be just dollar cost averaging. So if you did buy the top over here and you strongly still believe in this project, just go ahead and start, throwing in $20, $30. Like let's say you have $1,000, right, or $300 to invest. Just buy every dip at put in $50, $20 every dip. Maybe not $20 because of gas fees, but unless gas fees are very low that day, you could definitely go ahead and take advantage by just buying $20 to $40. That's one of the best ways if you don't want to go ahead and time the market. Just buying a dip and being patient is really the best way to do it if you do not care about technical analysis, which I recommend everybody to at least be informed. That way so you know what your project is doing and where it could be heading and the kind of advantages and opportunities you could be taking on. So I would highly go ahead and recommend that. And as well, if we go ahead and take a look at the weekly, I did say I wanted to take a look at the weekly. Let's go ahead and take a look at that. I did mention that we do need and we are expecting a reversal happening, and we do need that to happen soon. So hopefully this might be the week that we could go ahead and get a reversal. And if we do go ahead and get that reversal on the weekly chart, we could go ahead and be seeing a bounce to the upside. And I think that's what's going to be happening. And I think a head and shoulders pattern will be going on. So that is just solely my opinion. Let's go ahead and head over to Pepe, the original. If you are watching this right now, go ahead and smash that like button. Comment down below another project you want to go ahead and talk about. Markets are pretty dead, but we do see a lot of things happening right now that are in the good side of things. We're seeing this market slowly pick up. Dubai coin up at 40.9% for the day. It looks about like 50% almost at the time of the recording. And for all those that actually hopped in, congratulations, massive pumps to the upside. If we go ahead and measure that, it doesn't even let us measure that, but I do think a head and shoulders pattern might be happening with this. So I'll definitely be on the lookout for this. I think this will be a buying opportunity coming soon. On my end, I will go ahead and hold off for a minute because of this whole entire market structure. I'm super over leveraged, and in my opinion, I think it's just way too risky to go ahead and be jumping into meme coins. That's solely my opinion. Whatever I did buy in the past, I'm just going to go ahead and hold on to. Hopefully we could go ahead and make a recovery, either break even or at least make some money out of what we put into. Luckily it wasn't that much money that we added to these projects, and that's the reason why I always suggest only go ahead and invest in what you're willing to lose, because this market's very volatile. One day we could be up 40%, another day we could be down 90%. So it's very hesitant. None of this is really secured, right? But I think I'm seeing this wrong. Is Bitcoin really just hit $30,000 right now? There's no way. I mean, there is a way. I do believe it, but dude, we're taking off at the areas that we were talking about. Like literally, like you saw us yesterday on live going over this BTCTA, and this kind of just stood out to me because I looked at the charts and I was like, dude, this is crazy. This is massive. So is the bull run back? I don't know. Bull run back, I don't know. Can it be possible? Let's go ahead and find out. But looking at the chart overall, it does look like there is some bullish momentum in the market, and I can't wait to go ahead and look at the DXY. If Bitcoin's doing this, based on the analysis that we talked yesterday, we will be seeing a pump back into markets, and we're seeing that right now, right? So right now, Pepe 2.0 up about 15%. I guess you could go ahead and call that a little pump, right? And we're now that we actually do see Bitcoin doing something, and the DXY seems to be doing something, there could be a possibility that this will be the bottom. I don't know. I just have a feeling that it's not the bottom, and we will dump down and hopefully gain to zero. And I say hopefully because I want to buy the dip. I do not want to go ahead and miss out on buying the dip. So hopefully we do go ahead and dump. If we go ahead and take a look at Gary, what I've been extremely bullish on, you know, just doing terrible, honestly, doing terrible. Lost multiple areas of support. Unfortunately, this cup and handle pattern didn't play off to its full extent. It looks like someone ended up selling or whatever. This caused this whole entire market to dump, and it kind of broke the structure. And unfortunately, that's the case with a lot of tokens. Once you break structure, I would say the biggest thing a community needs to focus on is regaining that structure one more time. And currently right now, it looks like we did lose that. Even looking at this now, it does look like even a small head and shoulder pattern was playing around here, or it might now. Hopefully we don't dump even further, but like I mentioned, if we do go ahead and get a reversal on this and we do pump to where I was thinking that we should, which should be anywhere between 500,000 market cap to up 1 million, I think this token could definitely go ahead and take off. So I would just suggest everybody to just, you know, be on the lookout for this. I wouldn't go ahead and invest in this, even though I am invested in, but I'm already down like 90%. So I would just go ahead and suggest everybody not to go ahead and invest in it yet unless you feel comfortable. But in my opinion, I don't feel comfortable to even add more money to that. And with this market, I'm honestly just staying in the sideline, just watching, because this honestly at the end of the day could be a fake pump. You know what I mean? This could be a fake pump and a fugazi pump, right? Looking at Hoppy right now too, we had a massive dump. Like if we go ahead and measure it from the top, we are down about 93%, unfortunately. So it is not looking good. You know, that's kind of the risk that we take on with these projects, right? As you could either make $10,000 or you could lose your $10,000. It's whatever you think is going to go ahead and happen. And a lot of these things you really can't go ahead and predict, unfortunately, especially with meme coins, you know. With Bitcoin, you could go ahead and predict this a little better, but with meme coins, it's a lot more difficult than your usual average kind of altcoin or Bitcoin, right? And also that has some influence in the market. So looking at Hoppy, this is a massive high risk, high reward, but I did say that if we do go ahead and get a bounce to the upside, we could go ahead and expect Hoppy to go ahead and hit over 50 million market cap, which obviously if you have bought this dip with a nice upside, man, you're going to definitely go ahead and take advantage of a nice, probably 100x, right? Liquidity currently did get locked again, which is a good sign. We were only about a month that Hoppy was being locked for. I did mention that was a massive red flag. And currently right now, the fact that the team was willing to go ahead and lock liquidity one more time in about 8 months, I do think we will be hitting a mini bull run. So hopefully that does play out for us very well. But this is an extremely high risk, high reward. Usually when projects dump this much, the biggest thing is recovering back to its all-time high. So definitely it is all about the community, but if we could go ahead and break through, usually with these meme tokens, what I've noticed in the past is when there is a downtrend in the market and overall bearishness in the market, one of the very common things that happen is usually this cup and handle actually it is a cup and handle pattern. So usually it goes like this. So you start forming the cup, then you go ahead and start pumping again, then you dump, which would be around here, and then you pump to the upside. That's usually what happens with these tokens, the meme coins, is that on the daily chart or even possibly the weekly, usually the daily chart, you start to see a cup and handle pattern forming, and that's usually when the token makes either new all-time highs slightly, probably like right here, or gets close to its previous all-time high and then dumps about, you know, the 80% dump. Maybe let's go ahead and see if we could go ahead and measure that. Yeah, so we can't measure it because It's not giving us the data, but then you dump about like 70-80%, and then you pump back up, making new all-time highs. And that's when people have the stories about I turned $1,000 into $1 million, because I invested in this token early on. And that's kind of the risk that we're all taking, right? If we could go ahead and risk $100, $200, $1,000, and be able to become multi-millionaires almost overnight, we're all willing to take that risk, right? It's kind of like a lottery ticket if you look at it some sort of way, right? This is kind of like your lottery ticket. You invest in these meme coins, and you have a chance of hitting $1 million or $20 million. And you and I know that we've heard plenty of stories of those millionaires that were made overnight. Unfortunately, it's not going to be the case for everybody. Some people do go ahead and hit it big the first time. Others, like you and I, it's going to take us some time. And I think sometimes it's better to go ahead and make this kind of money on a slower pace. That way, once you get that money, you know how to keep it. Because I'm sure a lot of the people that made a lot of money last bull run probably lost a lot of it for probably overspending or weren't expecting a market correction. And I could just go ahead and testify that myself, right? Made a lot of money during the bull run, and then I lost everything. So it's one of those things where you have to go ahead and re-humble yourself and look at different perspectives of your life and how you could go ahead and improve overall. So everything that I usually say, or not everything that I usually say, everything that I do say is mostly based off my personal experience and actually going through it, so that knowledge is being passed down to everybody that watches the channel. So definitely go ahead and always keep that in mind. And obviously none of this is financial advice, but I just want to go ahead and at least keep everybody informed as if we were personal friends, right? You wouldn't want your family member, your personal friend to be doing bad, right? Whether it's investing in a scam token or a token that's not going to go ahead and do anything for them, you definitely do not want to be, putting them in that situation, right? Because we care about them, and that's the same way I feel with everybody that's supportive of the channel and subscribes. Is that everything I do is obviously based off of passion, and most importantly is because I truly do care about all of you. So I really do appreciate you. So looking at Pepe, the original run, we are currently right now at hot trending 8 with a total liquidity of 9.65 million. I just noticed that it doesn't show the liquidity locked. Maybe it is on the smart contract. I don't know. We're not going to look at that right now. But currently right now with a 24-hour volume at 566,000. So about 500,000 of trading volume for the 24-hour, which is really good actually. And looking at the market cap of 512.80 million. And a lot of people compare, Pepe to PEPE2.0. Pepe, hit $1 billion market cap in a bearish market. Imagine that. Hitting $1 billion market cap in a bearish market. So imagine what these projects could do during a mini or a full-on bull cycle. These will go berserk. I can't wait for those days. And that's why it's very important what I preach is knowledge is key to everything. And this is the reason why I go over on everything with Dex tools, even if it's every day, is that way it's a reminder for both you and I. They say repetition, eventually you begin to learn, right? It's like sleeping earlier or sleeping later. It's like forming a good habit, right? And the habit we're forming right now is looking at these kind of signs, red flags or green flags, right? Like the liquidity, the 24-hour volume, the total market cap, the amount of holders. And the reason why we do that is because you start to go ahead and see a lot of repetitive things, right? Especially in this market. And a lot of people don't know that. They make trading a little bit more, they make it a lot trickier than it should. But if you look at all the charts that we've been looking at, you see something that is very repetitive, very common, and it does the same thing over and over and over again. And it really all comes down to being patient and being able to recognize these patterns or tools, right? Because if you look at this, I did a video a while back on Pepe, like on the first, probably one of the first couple videos that I actually made. I called out this head and shoulders pattern, I believe. It was either this token or Pepe. AI or something like that. I'm pretty sure it was this one too. And if you see, this is a head and shoulders pattern. Like you probably can't see that because of the blue. So let me go ahead and change it to a different color. I use these tools every day and I sometimes forget how to actually use them. That's actually quite funny, man. Let's go ahead and let's do pink. Hopefully this looks better. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Like my eyesight does not pick this. Like my eyesight definitely does not pick any of this. Okay. Hopefully this color does better. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at this. Looks like I'm having issues with my stream. It looks like on my end right here. Let me try to fix my camera a bit. Hopefully that's a lot better. Yeah, I don't know. It looks like streaming issues. Probably connected to too many things. Let me go ahead and disconnect real quick. Okay. Sorry about that. Yeah, I don't know. I apologize if the stream is being extremely laggy. Kind of sucks, but I mean, it is what it is, right? Hey everyone, I apologize for that. It does seem like I am having some technical issues on my end. I'm getting no comments, no nothing. I don't know what's going on with the stream today. It's probably one of those days, right? Let's see. Like I mentioned, go ahead and make sure to comment down below. But I am seeing on my other end, because I have a tablet right here to the left side, to go ahead and make sure that I could go ahead and read comments and everything is going on smoothly. But it looks like I'm having some technical issues, and I apologize for that. So unfortunately, there's not much I could go ahead and do. I'm just gonna go ahead and continue with the chat, and hopefully it's an internet thing, you know. But I'm gonna go ahead and see what else I could go ahead and close down on my tabs. Hopefully that makes a difference. But if you are commenting down below, I apologize for not being able to read your comments, because no comments are being showed on my end. So I do want to go ahead and mention that. But going back to what I was talking about, hopefully tomorrow I'm going to go ahead and, I don't want to end the stream now and redo it. But I do definitely want to go ahead and say that if you are commenting down below, I am not ignoring anyone. I apologize for that. I'm having some technical issues. We're just going to go ahead and go through it. If you do have some specific questions you want me to go ahead and answer, definitely go ahead and reach out to me on Twitter. My Twitter handle is ALTCOIN John. You'll definitely go ahead and know which one's my profile. Literally the same branding on the YouTube channel. So go ahead and feel free to message me directly. I will go ahead and answer to you, but it looks like I am having some technical issues on my end. So I apologize for that. If I can't go ahead and read any comments. But like I mentioned, talking about Pepe and talking about pattern recognition, the reason why I go over this TA a lot is for both you and I to learn together. Like I mentioned, a lot of these things are very, very predictable, very common, and very repetitive, just as much. Thank you so for the thumbs up. I do see comments coming in now, so I really would encourage everybody that's watching the stream right now to go ahead and comment down below. and let's go ahead and see if everything is working on smoothly. Anyways, as I was saying, a lot of these patterns are really repetitive, as much as the TA that we do every day, right? And if we do go ahead and look at what Pepe was doing, it did a head and shoulders pattern. This is the original Pepe, and Pepe 2.0 is the same exact thing. And like I mentioned, usually when this head and shoulders pattern happens, it usually does always dump, like about like 90% of the time it always dumps. And if you actually go ahead and measure it from the top, it did about a 12x, right? And then after they made that 12x, it dumped about 55%. After it dumped at 55%, it dumped all the way down to, if we measure, let's say this next top, it dumped down to 62%. After that 62% dump, it pumped as high as 99%. So in the world of meme coins, this is a very, very common thing. We see these tokens pump and dump, a lot of new buyers coming in, a lot of new sellers, a lot of paper hands, a lot of diamond hands. It's just part of the market, and it all comes down to supply and demand, right? What I'm trying to tell you is that if you do go ahead and pay attention to a lot of these common patterns, we now could go ahead and analyze the market a little bit better. I'm not saying we're going to be 100% sure, but we could have a higher chance of knowing where the token or the project is heading, like when we should be selling the top. You know, when it comes to selling the top, now we have the data to sell the top. But when it's first pumping, you know, people thought this was the top. Well, guess what? People ended up selling. People thought that was the bottom. People ended up buying, and then the bottom became almost as low as previously, not as low though. And then it had a massive pump to the upside. So a lot of this you really can't predict, even with TA, especially on a meme coin, especially on a coin that is fairly brand new that we can't go ahead and get data out of. When it comes to these meme tokens, the way it works is that data is our friend. The more candlesticks, the more days it goes, the more data we now have to go ahead and gather, to go ahead and put together our analysis. So looking at Pepe, the original one, like I mentioned, in order for Pepe 2.0 to pump, we need to go ahead and hold this area of support, which is this circle, this bubble, whatever you want to call it. And our next area of resistance will be being able to break this top right here, because if you actually do see, we actually got rejected around this area right here once, twice, 3 times, 4 times, and 5 times. And we're not even being exact. It could actually be a lot higher than that, right? So our next area would go ahead and hopefully we could go ahead and break this area of resistance. And if we do, we could go ahead and expect Pepe, the original one, at least pump 6 to 10x. And you're like, bro, like I really don't care because I'm not a holder of Pepe. Well, guess what? The original Pepe moves Pepe 2.0. So we definitely do need to go ahead and have Pepe do its thing in order for us, Pepe 2.0 community, could go ahead and have that leg to the upside. So looking at the weekly chart, if you do go ahead and look at that, it looks like the weekly is getting closer to a reversal. And if we do have that happen, we're going to go ahead and have this trend follow the one that I drew right here. Looking at that, that's a nice little pump, and that would definitely give us an indicator that the market is back trending, especially the meme tokens, because these meme tokens move very closely to Bitcoin, and a lot of people do not understand that nor know that at all. And if you are definitely learning something right now, go ahead and smash that like button, because it definitely does help not only the channel, but it also shows me that you are enjoying this kind of content. Another topic or another coin I want to go ahead and talk about. Let's go ahead and talk about, I'm looking at the ones that have made some massive moves, and I'm seeing some bullish upside. For example, Unibot, right? I've been talking about trading bots for the last couple weeks, couple days, and I've been telling everybody how extremely bullish I have been. If we go ahead and take a look at Unibot, it literally has just been pumping. Like every day it has almost been pumping, and the last dump we did have was around this area of support, which was around the 106 area. Currently right now it's trending at 175, and currently getting to the $200 area. Hey, Black Ranger Airsoft Crypto, what is up? It looks like you are new to the channel. Have never seen you, so welcome. Really appreciate you for tuning in. And if you have any other cryptos you want to go ahead and shill not only to the community live, I could also go ahead and do some technical analysis, and as well I could probably go ahead and get into a new buying entry, right? So really would appreciate you to go ahead and shill me another project. Doesn't have to be meme coins. It could be NFTs. It could be DeFi. It could be anything crypto related. So I really do encourage everybody to go ahead and comment down a project that you are either currently looking at or you believe that is bullish. And if you see that anything I'm saying you don't agree with, go ahead and comment down below. I like talking to all of you. So looking at Unibot right now at the support of we actually did go as low as $80 to $90, and unfortunately I did not buy the dip because I did wanted to go ahead and see this go back to 40 bucks, and it looks like that might never be the case, unfortunately. And I really do say never. They say never say never, but in this case I think we might never see those numbers. And the reason why is because if you go ahead and look at the total supply, they only have about 1 million, and they have a total market cap of $175 million. Like, think about that. Total liquidity of 6.90 million, and only has 5,333 holders. And I did notice as well that they are listed on crypto.com. I actually just bought about 1 or 2 Unibots, so I am in profits. I think I bought it at 130. Right now it's at 175. So I think personally this token could go up as high as $1,000 to $3,000. That is solely my opinion. Obviously, this is not financial advice, but I really do think that Unibot could be hitting those areas. And if you are not familiar with what Unibot is, because I do see a lot of new subscribers, hopefully if you are watching this and you're not subscribed, I really would appreciate you to go ahead and smash that subscribe button. We are growing very fast, and we do these kind of live streams every day. And once the bull run does begin, we will be doing live streams, hopefully 24/7, right? We're not going to be sleeping during the bull run. That I can tell you that, right? But looking at Unibot, for all those that are brand new and don't know what Unibot is, it's pretty much a Telegram bot, and this is the way you're able to go ahead and buy in and buy out. You could actually go ahead and copy other traders. So, like, let's say for example you are following a big whale in this space, right? You want to see what this whale is doing, what they're buying in. You could go ahead and do this by literally all on Telegram, by literally copying their address or their wallet, and then just putting it on where it says Mirror Sniper, and it literally copies all the trades. For me personally, I haven't used it. I have been doing a lot of research, and I do think this is going to be a very important tool to go ahead and use when the bull run does begin. Why? Because the tokens that we're looking at right now, and new ones are going to be coming out every day, they're going to be hitting 30, 50, 100, 200, 300 X every day, literally. And we're going to have to go ahead and jump in and jump out of these tokens, because the last thing we want to go ahead and do during a bull run is lose a lot of money, right? Our goal is to go ahead and make as much money on the bull run to then go ahead and diversify into either better altcoins, such as, let's say for example, Cardano, Ethereum, Bitcoin, XLM, XRP, Shiba, whatever the tokens you believe in, right? And with that capital they now are making, you'll be able to go ahead and diversify in other areas, such as, maybe cars, real estate, watches, gold and silver, whatever you enjoy, right? Maybe taking your family, your wife or husband out to a nice vacation, right? The whole goal for the next bull run is, in order to go ahead and learn as much as we can, make as much money or save as much money, so when this bull run does take off, we're at least already knowledgeable, right? And that's what I'm preparing every one of you. I'm preparing all of you to go ahead and learn how to do this without me having a live stream every day, right? Obviously I'm not going to go ahead and stop live streaming, but what I'm trying to tell you is that you shouldn't depend on me either, right? The whole goal is to go ahead and educate you, to go ahead and learn how to do this on your own. So if I'm not live, you could go ahead and be like, oh snap, I remember John was talking about this and this pattern, or like looking for this liquidity or looking for this market cap, and you're going to automatically remember. Why? Because you and I are doing this every day, and it's already going to become like second nature. Like I could literally do research on these tokens within seconds. Like you sometimes see me do it on live, right? When you comment on a project, I could go ahead and let you know usually when there's good momentum sentiment in the market and when there isn't. Obviously I go in a little bit more detail that way so you could go ahead and learn. But like I said, Unibot, looking at what I just described, the total market cap, the total supply, I do believe that during a bull run we could go ahead and see Unibot hit, I think, really $1,000 a token, and possibly even higher, like possibly even like 6,000. I don't know, but I do think $1,000 to $3,000 a token is very doable. But currently right now is at 177, and we will be hitting that $200 area very soon. So hopefully we could go ahead and break through. If not, obviously the next area of support will be the 143. But like I said, this is a trading bot, a Telegram trading bot, and this is how you could go ahead and buy and sell a lot of these meme coins without having to worry when to buy, when to sell, being on the computer 24/7, because you know the meme coins, the meme coin kind of side of things move way too quick in order to go ahead and be able to enter or exit a position. So I will be talking about this more later down the line, hopefully, and I'm going to go ahead and start using this and make videos and go live to go ahead and showcase how we could go ahead and utilize these tools to make us a better trader when the bull run does begin. So this is the time to learn, all right? So I really do suggest everybody don't go ahead when the market's down, leave or go away. I really do suggest everybody to go ahead and take this time to go ahead and learn. So I'm going to go ahead and read some comments right now. Black Ranger Airsoft said, I'm watching FarmCoin, QT. Also check out Brent BNB Market with a cap with the 10% reflections on USDT. I like that, dude. I like that. It's really, really good. Smooth Cactus. Welcome. I haven't seen you before, so I appreciate you for being here. I think that's Kalathan. Hopefully, I hope I'm saying your name correctly. But welcome to the channel as well. Pepe on fire. Pepe 2.0 to the moon is on fire now. Yes, I agree. Hopefully we could get one more dip, because I haven't bought in more Pepe 2.0, and I was really hoping I was going to be buying the dip. But if you did buy the dip and it does take off, I really do wish that we do. Because at the end of the day, I do think that that's going to have a massive reflection overall in the whole entire market. But anyways, I suggest everybody to go ahead and comment down below. I like seeing new faces. I see a lot of new people here. So if you are watching this live stream, most importantly, smash that like button and comment down below another project you want me to go ahead and review. Right now, we're going to go ahead and review what Black Ranger is talking about. So I'm watching FarmCoin. Is it this one, bro? Hey Ranger, comment down below if this is FarmCoin, the one you're looking at. This one right here. I'm assuming it might be, because it's called Farm Rewards Token. Man, this is crazy. Its all-time high was at $400. Okay, harvest. Grow your crypto, connect wallet, deposit any token, and let harvest earn for you. Okay, so this is kind of like Curve, right? So like yield farming. That's fire, man. I'm sure this is the token you're talking about, right? If you are, I would definitely go ahead and suggest you to go ahead and drop more info on yield farming projects, because I think yield farming is very, very undervalued. And for those that know how to do this and know how to jump in at an early stage when they're offering high percentages, you could go ahead and definitely go ahead and take advantage of this. Yes. So he said type in harvest.finance. So we are at the right project. And as you could tell, like literally a smile grew on my face because I never heard about Harvest Finance. I probably have and I forgot about it. But literally, like, you could tell how excited I literally am. And this is the reason why I suggest everybody, when I tell you go ahead and show me your next project or talk about the next project you're talking about, is because I want to not only diversify the content, but I as well want to go ahead and learn something new. Like yield farming is one of those things that excite me, have always excited me, and I always told myself that I would like to go ahead and jump into some projects before the next bull run. So this gets me excited, and I really appreciate you, Black Ranger, for that shill that you're giving to all of us. I would definitely like to go ahead and do more research on this. I'm going to save this. You know, I already know the value of this, but we're going to go ahead and look at the token, right? And yeah, this is crazy, man. I'm excited for this. Total supply is 700 coins. That's insane, dude. It is. Total supply is 700,000. So it's actually lower than Unibot. And we saw this, I'm assuming this was during a bull run, right? 430. Because usually with yield farming, the way it works is that when you're doing yield farming, the yield farming usually does really, really well when a bull run starts. And that's when you can make a lot of money. Imagine buying this token at $24, right? And then having it pump all the way up to its all-time high, which I'm pretty sure will probably go up higher this next bull run. 1,500%, which is about a 15x, right? And this is more like of a safer kind of investment. I'm not sure if you could call anything safer, but in my opinion, when it comes to these yield farming rewards, as the market begins to pick up, these tokens start to moon as well. So I definitely am going to be picking up some of these tokens. Hopefully it does dump more. Imagine getting these tokens at $10. Imagine getting these at $10. So let's go ahead and see. I mean, there's not much TA we could go ahead and do this because obviously it kind of runs with like where the market's heading. So just overall, I do think that this token's more of a longer term. I wouldn't personally trade farm. I would just go ahead and buy and hold. Honestly, I would just go ahead and stack up as much as I can and then just wait for us to go ahead and hit that $500 plus and then sell small bags and hopefully make some nice gains. So hopefully we could go ahead and see. Let's go ahead and see what exchanges you're trading on. Thanks, Jose Fonseca. Really appreciate you with the support. And then Airsoft said, this is the poor man's Wi-Fi. Dude, I like that, man. Wi-Fi is like super pricey, huh? Isn't it going for like $6,000 if I'm not mistaken? I think it is going for $6,000. We're gonna go ahead and take a look at that. So where is farm? Is farm like only? I don't know why it's not showing on CoinMarketCap either. Okay, this is the wrong one. This is the correct one. Okay. So we are listed on a few exchanges. So you have Binance, Coinbase, and you know usually when Coinbase gets listed, it's usually a bullish sign. Gate.io, MEXC, BitTrue. I'm just naming like the ones that I know. Sushi Swap, Pancake Swap, DeFi Swap on Crypto.com. It looks like Crypto.com is not fully hasn't actually launched Harvest. I'm surprised. They usually do. Interesting. Either way, that just means there's a lot of potential. Maybe Crypto.com might go ahead and launch farm next time. But this is extremely bullish. What do you personally do, man? Like what are you farming? Like I think I might have to probably connect my wallet, which I don't have my wallet, but let me go ahead and check. I don't ever connect my wallet onto the websites because once I got hacked, man, and ever since that I just never liked connecting my wallets to at least having my wallets connected. So I do have this one, but it's not active. Okay, ooh, this one's nice. 31%. You know you're not getting that nowhere at no bank. This one's at a what? 10,000%? This is insane. 654%. Man. You're getting me excited. Like, now I know what to go ahead and start throwing money at, because these are insane returns. These are insane returns, right? And you could even go into the safer ones, right? Matic/ETH, which I'm not sure if that's safer, but obviously we do get some bullish momentum going. It's not going to be that much of a risk. I like this. So what is this profit sharing? I'm assuming you just deposit money and they give you rewards for it, right? Is a profit sharing pool of harvest. When you supply farm, you will be rewarded with the share of profits the platform paid out in farm rewards. When depositing the vault, you obtain the yield bearing token iFarm. You can swap iFarm for the underlying farm at any time. This is good. I'm definitely going to go ahead and do more research, but this gets me very excited because this is opportunity, man. This is opportunity, and I really appreciate you for sticking by, and hopefully you do go ahead and continue to show up more to the live streams, man. I really do appreciate that. Like, I'm super excited just seeing this. And this is what farmers are making, over 27,000. Obviously this is not per person, but they're making this together as a pool, right? And they have over auto harvesting yield of $10 million. So when you start looking at these big numbers, that a lot of people might be like very surprised because you probably never did yield farming, but honestly these numbers are like, you're still early on too. Like, you can still go ahead and catch massive upside. When it comes to yield farming, man, there's a lot of money to be made, but you also want to go ahead and jump on these projects first, because that's when you go ahead and get the higher opportunity. Obviously high risk, high reward, but you know, I think taking no risk is a risk, right? And then TVL is a total liquidity from my understanding, if I can remember. I did research on yield farming a while back, but never really dove into it like very deeply, because it was towards the bear market, and when the bear market happens, dude, it's not a good sign. I do remember this Olympic DAO, I believe it's called, right? Is that still a bullish token, bro? Yeah, this is definitely going to be getting added to my watch list. And the token, and the reason why I'm extremely bullish, for all those that are wondering, like, dude, why are you so bullish over a token named Harvest or Farm? Like, why would you be bullish on that, right? Well, even Black Ranger said himself, this is the poor man's YFI, Yearn Finance. Even with Yearn Finance, like, if you have $6,000 laying around, which is obviously not financial advice, but if you do have that kind of money, look at the kind of returns you could be making. Like, at its all-time high, the last bull run, we had Yearn hit as high as $82,000, dude. $82,000 a coin. One coin, $82,000. That is over 500, I think over thousands percentage. That actually, it's insane, man. It's insane. $6,000 right now. Like, if I had $6,000 laying around and I had nothing better else to do, I would definitely invest like probably 50 grand in this, knowing that it'll probably break above $82,000 next bull run. But I do think, in my opinion, and I could be wrong, I do think Yearn Finance could probably go to $3,000, and I think that would be a massive buying opportunity. And I'm hoping that does happen, because if that's the case, I would definitely go ahead and be buying some Yearn Finance, because if you go ahead and see it from the yearly, it has dropped about 43%. But once this bull run begins, man, like, this is going to go ahead and take off, and you kind of see the support is around 3,809. So hopefully we could go ahead and get that $3,000 range, and if you could go ahead and stack up on 2 of these tokens, you're pretty much set. You know, you could go ahead and do very high risk investments on other ones, and then just kind of have that as a safety net, knowing that it could probably hit, you know, $100,000 plus for you. So appreciate that, man. I'm definitely going to be doing more research on farm, and hopefully we could go ahead and start talking about that more in the channel. So that definitely does excite me a lot. Very excited for that. We have farm. He also mentioned Brett slash BNB, 20K market cap with 10%. Okay, Brett. I wonder if this is it. No, he said BNB, Brett slash BNB. I'm gonna try to look for it right now on CoinMarketCap. Hopefully we could go ahead and find it, because I can't find Brett at all. But let's see. Let's go ahead and give it a try. If you are watching this video, go ahead and smash that like button for me. Brett, I think it's this one, but he said BNB. Thank you, bro. I appreciate you for the alpha projects that you just gave us. My question is for Brett. How can we go ahead and access that? I definitely do want to go ahead and check that out, but I just can't seem to find it. And if you have Twitter, go ahead and reach out to me on Twitter, ALTCOIN John, and DM me, directly. That would help as well. But I can't seem to find it unless it's this one right here. Is it this one? Okay, Brett is a higher risk meme. Okay, got it. For sure, for sure. Is it this one then? I think it might be then. Let's see. It's fine, man. We like high risk coins right here. If you look back to the channel, that's what we like to go ahead and talk about. High risk tokens. Yes. It's my favorite. I'm assuming it's this one, but you did say it was on BNB. This one seems to be on Ethereum, so it's probably not that one. Liquidity, these are pretty low, so I don't know which one it is. But like I mentioned, if you can, go ahead and reach out to me on Twitter, ALTCOIN John, and then go ahead and DM me directly. I'll definitely like to go ahead and take a look at the project. Very interested into that. And then he also mentioned QNT. Quant. I heard about this project. I don't know what it does, but I have heard about this. Is it quantum finance or something like that? Damn, man, this is crazy. Oh, it goes up even higher. $449. $449. That's insane. That's it, bro. The Brent one or which one? My bad, man. I'm just now reading your comment. I think there's a delay on the stream, but damn, this one, its all-time high was 552. We're gonna go ahead and see. I'm assuming it's probably like a something that has to do with pretty much like harvest. I'm assuming. Let's see. Assets of all kinds of currencies to carbon credits are being tokenized on blockchain. Financial institutions and enterprises and their customers all benefit from assets whose ownership is immutable, it's traceable, and is easier to manage entirely. For new digital economies are emerging as a result. Let's talk. We help banks, investment firms, and other financial institutions to embed central bank digital currencies. Damn, dude. So they pretty much do like, they pretty much help develop the CBDCs, right? The bank digital currencies, programmable money, and other tokenized assets into their businesses. Enterprises, companies of all sizes, from SMEs, are building new business models on blockchain. We can't get you a market faster using technology that is ready for the future. Partners, whether you're a vendor or consultant, chances are clients are drawn to the benefit of blockchain but daunted by the specialist knowledge required. We help you help them. Developers, you may not be part of the 1% of the developers who understand the complexities of blockchain. With Quant Connect, you don't need to build a powerful app that will run on any chain. Why Quant? We make blockchain simple, trusted, and future-proof. I think I do remember Quant. Quant granted patent for ordering blockchain transactions. Quant contributes to CBDC's expertise in Fixtera's future of payments reports. Bank of England. Real estate tokenized where bricks meet blockchains. Boston Consulting Group. Man, dude, this is some fire, bro. You're spitting some fire to this stream. If he's posted the address on what is it? If you posted the address on the live chat, I don't know why, but it automatically gets deleted, I believe. So I don't think I received anything. Yeah, I don't see anything on my end. I don't see no address. But like I mentioned, if you do have a Twitter, go ahead and message me directly. I can't see the address, bro, unfortunately. But I'll go ahead and go back to that Brent project, and you'll let me know if that's it. But, man, Quant is bullish. I like what they're doing. This is actually real utility. Definitely going to go ahead and add that to the watch list. And it actually hit its all-time high of $500. So imagine what it could do once we get actual, more mass adoption, right? They only have a total supply of about 45.46 million and a total market cap of $4.64 billion. That is insane, man. I really do wish that, they had a higher liquidity, but I really doubt a lot of people are probably trading this. Who knows? But it only has a liquidity of 2.2. I'm assuming they're probably in some exchanges. So let's go ahead and take a look at what exchanges they are listed on. Binance, KuCoin, Uniswap, Kraken, Gemini. Man, once you get these bigger, Crypto.com, this is a good deal. This is a good deal. I'm liking this, man. I'm liking these alphas that you're actually shooting up right here. Definitely going to be making a video on Harvest app, or Harvest Finance, Quant Network. I'm definitely going to go ahead and be doing some content on that. So definitely go ahead and subscribe, guys, if you enjoyed the kind of content that we will be doing moving forward as well. And that's what I like. That's why I encourage everybody to go ahead and comment down below another project you are watching, you are looking at, whatever the case is, because not only does it help me create more content, but as well it helps everybody that's watching the stream look for new projects as well, literally together, right? We are literally doing research together, so that's a great thing. Is this the one, bro? Let's see. Yeah, the website's not loading up, but we're going to go ahead and see what happens. But anyways, another project that's currently pumping right now is called Dubai Coin, I believe it is, or Dubai Finance. I don't know what the actual name is, but based on what I knew, it was called Dubai token. Now I guess it's called Dubai X. so I guess it changed it, but unfortunately I did not jump into that project. But it does look like a lot of people are jumping into that. I'll just definitely go ahead and stay on the sideline for this one. But to anybody that jumps in, congratulations, and congratulations to anybody that bought in when it first launched. I believe they did have a pre-sale. Total liquidity of 558,000 with only 1.2k holders, and already at a market cap of $10 million. I believe they also burn supply, if I'm not mistaken. If this is the correct token, I believe they burn supply. I'm not too sure, so just be extra cautious. Awesome possum. What other tokens can we go ahead and take a look at? I know a lot of you have been asking me about TEST. Let's go ahead and take a look at TEST. TEST does look like it is having a reversal, and honestly I can't even recall exactly what TEST does, but this does look like a nice area of support so far. If it doesn't hold above it, it is going to look extremely bearish, but if it does, we could go ahead and see a massive upside and a nice little trade. So I'm definitely going to go ahead and add that. That could be a nice little 3x pump right there, which is not bad. Obviously, if we do go ahead and get a bullish sentiment in the market, we could expect that to go up even higher. Let's go ahead and take a look at Bobo. I think someone in the channel, I don't know who it was, but someone requested this one I think a while back. And like I mentioned, we were talking about like what a lot of these projects do, right? They usually do this massive pump, they dump, they pump again, they dump, and then they finally recover. And it does look like support area is happening very, very soon. I think a good buying entry, if you were going to go ahead and swing trade this, I would go ahead and really look at this area right here and breaking that. I would say around that area, breaking that would be a nice little a 4x, which is not bad. You know, we already found two projects, one that could do a 4x, another one that could do a 3x. It's about what, 4, 5, 6, 7x. So that's about, you know, a 7x and two projects already in total. I know we were talking about Bold 2 a few days ago. Black Ranger said, when also you go live daily, bro? Yeah, dude, I go live every day. Usually it depends the time. I usually always go around this time though. It's usually between around this time. Yeah, around this time. It just depends on the time zone, right? Because I have viewers everywhere, but for most of my viewers that are in the US, I usually start to go live either between 11:30 or 12 Pacific Standard Time. And I literally go live every day. I go live every day. Yeah, I go live every day, and you can definitely go ahead and catch me. And the way it works with these lives is that I start off with Pepe 2.0, right? Because that's what a lot of us believe in right now. It's Pepe 2.0. I'm extremely bullish in that token. I do believe we could be hitting a 1 billion market cap in the next bull run. So that's why I always do go ahead and talk about Pepe 2.0. Because a lot of you started watching my content because of Pepe 2.0, but I also like the fact that all of you actually go ahead and recommend new projects, and we talk about new projects. Like all these projects you see right here on the side is a lot of you recommending these projects. And usually the way it works with these live streams is that we do some quick TA on Pepe 2.0, we do some TA on Bitcoin, which we haven't yet, and the DXY. We look at the financial news. And then we do research on these tokens, or usually we do research on these tokens and then we do the research on these other financial markets in order to go ahead and predict where the economy is moving, what we could go ahead and do. Should we be buying? Should we be selling? What should we be doing, right? So a lot of these projects that you see right here to the side are a lot of you recommending them. And that's kind of the reason why I'm going over and just, you know, pretty much just keeping up with news. Like I mentioned, Bold was a token that one of you did mention I think it was 2 days ago. And it does look, like I mentioned, a massive head and shoulders pattern was heading. And I did mention that this would be a buying area if you did want to go ahead and jump in. Obviously, it's still very risky because we don't have enough data. It's only been green for 3 days and it's dumped for 3 days. So if you do go ahead and see some massive volume coming in, you could go ahead and expect this to go ahead and be another additional like 6 or 7x. So that's crazy. So you know what I mean, we just literally pulled out 2 projects in total with a 14x. So imagine how much money you could be making if you are swing trading these tokens. Obviously it's a high risk, high reward. Right now myself, I'm just staying in the sidelines. We're going to go ahead and analyze how Bitcoin is doing in DXY to see if it's an actual real pump or if it's fake. But even looking at Bull 2.0, it does look like some volume is coming in. So let's go ahead and read what Ranger said. He said, what are your thoughts on MFF? What is that? Mod Mercat Finance. Interesting. Okay, let's see this. Yeah, the Bread Club's not loading up. I don't know what's going on there. Madness. Is this the project, bro? He said CRO's little brother. Which one's CRO's little brother? Is it this one? I love CRO, by the way. I'm extremely bullish on CRO. I think we could be hitting probably like $50 to $60 in my opinion. Anyways, let's see what this does. Oh, this is it? Nice. So it has yield farming. Okay, damn, man. This is some nice nice pools they have going on here. Are these still going, by the way? Are these still going? 500 million market cap as well? Let me go ahead and check that, man. That's crazy. Man, this guy has the bangers. Good looks, bro. Good looks, Ranger. Shout out to Ranger, guys. He's coming in with all the heat. He is coming in with all the heat. Okay, I'm gonna save this one for sure. It has a total supply of 730 million, and it's currently at 1.35 million of liquidity, which is not bad. Doesn't say that liquidity is locked. Maybe on the smart contract we would have to go ahead and look at that. But total right now with a total market cap of 3.59 million market cap. So looking at the daily. Let's see what we could go ahead and find. But I mean, overall, let's see what its all-time high was, man, because there's definitely some bullish sentiment there, right? Damn, bro, this is crazy. No way. It literally hit his all-time high was $1.84. And I'm assuming this was probably during a bull run because, you know, when the bull run was here, dude, I'm telling you, everybody was making so much money. Like, imagine buying this token at the price where it's at right now and then selling at $2 to $3. Like, imagine how much money you'll be making. Like, this is under 4 cents. Like, under 4 cents. Like, this is almost like pennies, right? If I'm not mistaken, this is almost worth pennies at this point. And you could probably get it. What I'm trying to say is that this is pennies at the moment of buy, and when the bull run begins, you're going to be able to sell it at a higher price with a really, really good return. So it's like in my opinion, I think this is more of a low risk, high reward. That's just my opinion because it actually has some utility. You're seeing farms are on there. And like I said, the yield farming is going to go ahead and pick up. This one currently right now has an APR of 1,000%, man. 1,000%. This is insane. I got to get into yield farming, man. You got me all excited into yield farming now. I definitely would like to go ahead and start doing yield farming. Let's see how much, if we could go get the details of how much money you will make if you were to put in $1,000. You'll be making about 62.65, which is about a 6.27% on a 24-hour if you do have compounding for 30 days. Obviously stake for a year, right? But like, let's go ahead and say you want to go ahead and see how much your returns would be per day, every day, and that's 0.17 cents. But for a 7-day, you'll be making, let's see how much compounding interest doesn't say. Let's go ahead and do 7. 777. So that's about $1.17 for not doing anything. Think about it. Now let's say you hold it on for 30 days, right? You'll be making about $5.03. That's obviously with the current rate at the moment, and that's assuming, you know, what is it called? What is it when you're yield farming, man? I forgot the terms, man. I gotta get back into yield farming and learn a little bit more. But you could lose money. It's when you're yield farming, it's a super like high risk if you don't know what you're doing. I think it's called liquidity. I forgot, man. Honestly, I can't remember. I really can't remember what it's called. But yeah, this is actually pretty bullish. I like this. It actually has actually has real utility behind it, you know? And this is where you want to go ahead and start looking at projects that have real utility. Meme coins are cool because you can make a lot of money, but think about making money from meme coins. Let's say you make $20, $30, $40, $50,000, whatever the case is, and you go ahead and throw in your money into like one of these projects. Obviously, it's a high risk, right? We all know it's a high risk. Nothing goes up in life forever. But like, let's say you have $10,000 because now you've made so much money trading these meme coins, and now we're gonna go ahead and go into yield farming, right? Let's say we were to go ahead and do that. We would be making off of $10,000, which might not seem a lot to a lot of people, but off of $10,000, we would be able to make with the current ROI of $50, just passively, and assuming that you still have your $10,000, right? Assuming we still have the $10,000 in there. So, but that's not a bad return for not doing anything, you know. That's what, you know, some people probably get paid on an hourly. You know, they probably make, you know, $13 an hour, $15 an hour, $20 an hour, depending obviously on your career. But you know, from doing nothing and just getting like a $50 to $100 check every day or every month, it's not bad. It is not bad, and that's the reason why this excites me, because once we start making bigger money, we will be able to diversify in these kind of markets, and we will be able to make money literally sleeping both ways. You know, like this one, for example, if you lock it in for about a year, for 30 days compounding, you make about $290, which is not bad. And in this one, if you lock it in with $10,000 for 30 days staked, compounding for 30 days, that's about $23 a month, which is not bad. Again, yeah, you are risking the $20,000, but like I mentioned, you're not really doing much. Yeah, so I'm definitely going to go ahead and add this one as well. That one's a really really good project, and it's actually hot trending right now too, dude. It's actually good. I got to go ahead and diversify on these blockchains, because we've been talking a lot about these projects on Ethereum blockchain, and that's only because Ethereum's like a little bit less riskier, if that even makes sense. But there's other projects we could be like jumping into. You know, we could be jumping into Matic, Solana, what else? A whole bunch. I mean, Chronos. Look at all these. There's a lot of chains we could be jumping into. It's not just, you know, Ethereum. So I definitely do need to go ahead and learn. Like, crypto's too much, bro. I remember last year they only had a few chains. Now look at all the chains they have. It's insane, man. It's insane. It tells you how quick we are growing in crypto. So let's see if they're listening to any exchanges. Looks like there is no exchanges listed on. Yeah, but anyways, I'll definitely go ahead and add this to my watch list, see where it's going, see where it's heading. This one does seem a little bit in between, a little bit higher risk, but I really wouldn't mind risking that. You know what I mean? Less than 4 cents. And obviously, you want to go for like a little bit safer alternatives. You have Farm, you have Quant, and then you have YFI, which we talked about it being $6,000, man. MSN, what's up, bro? Long time no see. What do you think of Wall Street memes? Wall Street memes. I actually had a video that I was gonna do about them. I ended up not posting. It's just really just because I honestly I don't know, man. I don't know. Like, it's I don't know. I don't know what to really tell you. Like, I did get a partnership deal with them. I ended up just not, pushing through with it at the time, just because I really don't know what to expect. It's like an in-between. Like, we're putting in money into this project. Currently, they have raised over $22 million. That is insane, right? They've raised over $22 million. And who knows when they're going live? Who knows when they're going live? I don't know when they're going live. It's just really going to be until we get an announcement when they're going live. It looks like their goal is to go ahead and aim for $1 billion market cap. So yeah, I did get a team of theirs did reach out to me to go ahead and do a video. I ended up just making the video, holding back off, decided not to go ahead and push forward with it. Just because I really don't know, it's like I wish I knew. I just don't like the fact that like they haven't gone live. I don't know when they will go live. I just don't know, man. Honestly, I don't know what to tell you. Maybe at my risk, even though I'm not getting paid off of them, I'm just gonna go ahead and do it on my own, and I'll probably go ahead and invest, $100. I'll probably go ahead and invest $100 or $200 and just see where it goes. Maybe it could take off, and if it takes off, I'll definitely go ahead and reach out to the company and see if they will ever have any future deals we could work on or any of that. But just because I really don't know, I'm just not willing to go ahead and put the channel in that position, if that makes any sense. I'm not trying to go ahead and like promote this and then we all jump into it, and because I am being paid on it, I don't want to go ahead and like have anything go wrong the other way, which we all know it's a possibility, right? We all know scams are out there. There's always companies looking for influencers to go ahead and pay them, and then they either dump or they rug pull, and there's so much like influencers like myself or YouTubers, whatever you want to call me, man, that we could go ahead and do to go ahead and make sure whether this company is legit or not, right? I mean, they've raised $22 million so far. They will continue to raise, and from my understanding, every time you go ahead and buy, the ability for you to go ahead and buy the token at a cheaper price decreases. So I mean, it's pretty cool. I don't know what's going to happen. I really don't know exactly where this token could be heading towards, but they do have a tokenomics of 50% marketing, which I do like to see, 30% of community rewards, and 10% centralized exchange liquidity, and 10% of the liquidity for decentralized exchanges. So my opinion, what do I think? I really don't know. I don't know what to tell you. Maybe it could moon, and if you do want to go ahead and risk it, I would just go ahead and say invest in where you're willing to lose. If you want to go ahead and invest $1,000 or $500 or $100, just go in with the mindset that anything could go wrong with this project, so don't have high hopes. But what I'm saying overall is that even with what I just told you about Wall Street memes, it's the same thing with a lot of these projects we're talking about, right? We're talking about a lot of shit coins ourselves. Like, let's talk for example, a token that I just jumped into that was a total shit show, and it's fine. I talked about it. It did what it did. It dumped. I mean, that's the space that we're in, right? I jumped into Link 2.0, and out of nowhere, it dumped about 89%. Am I surprised? Kind of, not really. It doesn't surprise me that we saw this dump, but guess how much I invested into this? $75. That's it. Only $75 of $50 is all I invested, because that's all I was willing to lose. I was like, you know what? If I lose $75, it is what it is, But if you're investing, let's say $1,000, $2,000, $3,000, and you lose it, you're going to be more mad at yourself. And if these tokens are really going to be successful, trust me, $100 or even $50 could be turning into hundreds or even thousands of dollars. I had a buddy who invested $50 in one project, a meme project. At his all-time high, he was able to turn that $50 into $800. So imagine if you invest $50 to $100 in each of these shit coins, and they 30-40x, you'll be making a decent amount of money, whether it's a couple $100 or a couple grand. So I've been changing my strategy a little bit more. Instead of going all in into a project, in my opinion, I think it's better to just throw in a couple of dollars $100, $200, and then kind of leave it there. And if you lose it, you lose it. You know, look at it if you're going to the casino. You don't go to the casino thinking about all these millions you're going to make. At least I don't assume, right? Because whenever I go gambling, I don't go with that mindset that I'm going to make millions. I just go with the mindset that I'm going to enjoy my time. I'm going to have fun. If I make some money, then nice. If I lose the money, then oh well, it is what it is. I did it for entertainment, right? And that's kind of the way you got to look at these tokens. But as far as Wall Street memes, I really can't say much about it. I think I might go ahead and just, you know, dump about probably $100, see where it goes. Like I mentioned, if it plays out good, we're going to be making good money, right? We could turn that $100 into 30 grand, hopefully. Or we could just lose it, but we only lose $100 is what I'm trying to give you the mindset. We have to go with the mindset that I've noticed that in the crypto space, we always have the mindset that we want to make quick, fast millions, and we're sometimes willing to risk a higher dollar amount when in reality, we should be risking a lower dollar amount, investing into 20, 30 projects, investing $100, $50, and out of those 10 projects, 5 of them might do you good, and out of those 5, only 3 of them are going to be very successful, and only 1 of them is going to make you the most money. So we have to go in with that mindset because, you know, most projects, like 9 out of 10 projects fail. And during a bull run, obviously they're going to take off, but hopefully we can go ahead and make some money on Wall Street memes. There isn't much I could tell you. Like I mentioned, I was approached by the team and I ended up just declining the offer. So yeah, that's pretty much it. So if I do go ahead and like jump into this project, it's all because I wanted to go ahead and see what would happen. Pretty much, you know. But yeah, that's pretty much it on Wall Street memes. There's not much I can go ahead and tell you. Talking about Telegram bots that we talked about earlier, and I think Roger, you're probably going to go ahead and like this one. No, yeah, of course, MSN. Like I said, I really wish I was able to give you more information, but the project is brand new. And like I said, I will probably go ahead and jump into it, but I'm just going to go ahead and hold off with like pushing any of their videos, just due to the fact that, you know, my content right now is very new, and I don't want to go ahead and kind of have that kind of the branding behind me yet, right? Like if it succeeds, then we're going to make money because I'm going to jump into it. But as far as promoting it to go ahead and get more people to invest, due to the fact how this space is, I'm going to go ahead and hold off to that, you know, because a lot of influencers are willing to take a couple dollars, couple hundreds of dollars and show projects, and their whole entire community dies. And then the influencer just pretty much promotes scams 24/7. And I don't want that. I don't want this channel to be that way, you know. Can it change in the future? And can I do advertising? Yes. But it just really depends. I'm very strict with the kind of partnerships that we do obtain. I get multiple projects. I get multiple meme coins. I get multiple companies reaching out to go ahead and do paid endorsements, you know, do paid advertising on the channel. And I've declined about like all of them so far. So that just tells you the kind of quality I'm trying to bring into the channel. And I have been approached by a lot of projects, but currently right now I'm just going to go ahead and stay off because that's just not what I'm trying to push right now. And if I do go ahead and get paid with any of these projects, I would definitely go ahead and 100% disclose any of the projects that I am getting paid, or any kind of advertising that I'm doing specifically with them that's paid. Every project that I talk about right now, I'm personally either losing money if you're losing money, and if the project is up, we're both making money, because I don't know any insider information when it comes to these projects. I'm not getting paid to promote these projects. This is solely my opinion. I know the risk, I know the reward, I'm willing to take the risk, and most importantly, I'm in it. You know, we're in this together. You know, if the project is going up, we're both making money. If the project is down, we're both losing money. You know, that's just the reality of the game. And I have declined a lot of offers from companies. And like I mentioned, if I do go ahead and take any offers, whether it's a meme coin or not, I am going to go ahead and definitely disclose those partnerships. And I'll let you know. You know, hey guys, let's say for example, Waggy Bot is paying me now let's go ahead and talk about the project. You know, that's what I would go ahead and say. But that's just because I think it's all about transparency. You know, I want to switch up the space on that kind of sense. I feel like a lot of influencers don't disclose a lot of things, and we also know the influencers that promote a lot of rugs, and when things happen, they kind of like don't talk about it, and they're making money on you and I getting dumped on. You know, it's like I've noticed, like, just head over to Twitter and you'll follow some of these influencers, follow the plays that they jump into, and look at the tokens the way they're doing right now. A lot of them are either dead, a lot of them rug pulled, or a lot of them are scams. And what happens? They either give these other influencers money, they pay them, or what they do is that they end up getting tokens in return. They make a video or they promote it on Twitter, and then you're the exit liquidity for them and the whole entire team. So, and that's what happens in this space, unfortunately, right? And then MSN said, thanks, I agree. White Magic, what's up, man? I think I've seen you in a while. Haven't seen you in a while, White Magic. Appreciate you for stopping by, MSN. Let's fucking go. Beep gang in the house. We love you, John. Love you guys too, man. Really appreciate the support, and most especially the Beep team. You know, Beep is one of the strongest communities I've ever come across, and I think maybe even stronger. Actually, not even maybe, definitely a lot stronger than PEPE 2.0 community. I wish we had that kind of community on PEPE 2.0, but we don't. You know, it is what it is, and hopefully one day we do have that kind of a very supportive, positive community, because that's what really makes a lot of these meme coins, guys. These meme coins have no real utility. Maybe one or two of them have real utility, but most of them don't. WaggyBot has a utility. What is it? It's a trading bot. It's a trading bot. And talking about trading bots, I'm going to go ahead and show you this real quick, and I'm sure Black Ranger is going to enjoy this one if he hasn't jumped into it yet, because this is what this live stream is all about, right? Educating each other, helping each other, and most importantly, shilling each other projects. We go ahead and look at projects we see value in, and you go ahead and shill projects you see value in, and we both jump in them, right? It's an exchange of knowledge we're both giving each other. And WaggyBot, look at this, total supply of 10 million total supply, with the total market cap right now at 3.96 million. I have not jumped into this position yet. I was waiting for this dip. Right now, probably won't jump into tokens right now. Probably if we do go ahead and see a change in the market, which looks like we are, I will be probably adding to a position on Waggy. But I just really wanted to go ahead and see what it would do. Looking right now, it is at 40 cents, and its all-time high was at $1.56, and I really do believe that WaggyBot could go ahead and hit $5. Really doable, especially with the total supply of 10 million. And like I said, I know a lot of you are new to the channel, so I'm going to go ahead and show you what WaggyBot is. But it's a Telegram trading bot, similar to what Unibot is, another Telegram bot. Let me go ahead and close some pages because it's not loading up anymore. Hopefully it loads up as well, but anyways, it probably won't. It's probably on my end. You know, I'm having very bad connection. Live streams are very slow right now. Connection is very slow. Like I apologize. It is what it is, but yeah, we can't reach it right now. Hopefully it does get reached. But anyways, what it does is it's a Telegram bot. You could actually trade it on Uniswap and BNB. So that's a very bullish thing, because with Unibot, I think you could only use that bot on Ethereum blockchain. That's what I meant, blockchain. ETH blockchain and BNB. WaggyBot is BNB and ETH. You could go ahead and trade meme tokens on those two blockchains, and probably even more. With Uni, so far it's only Ethereum. Yeah, it's not loading up. But I'm very bullish on that, and I do think $3 to $5 is very possible. Another project that I jumped into that you should definitely go ahead and take a look at. Obviously, it has dumped a lot more than I thought it would, but it is what it is, right? This is called BBot, which is BetBot. It's a casino bot, pretty much. It's a Telegram bot that you could actually go ahead and play multiple gambling games on Telegram, right? So I thought that was very bullish because, you know, people love gambling. I think right now with the whole entire narrative with Telegram bots, I think this is like a good buying opportunity in my opinion. I don't know. I really only got in because of the total, supply, honestly, and the fact that it is a casino kind of gambling game, and I've noticed that people like that kind of games, right? So I jumped into it. I am down about 50%. I didn't put in much money. I put in probably like $100 at around this area right here, which is about 10 cents or 8 cents I bought in, and right now it has dumped as low as 2 cents. So wasn't expecting that, but if you actually do go to its all-time high, it was as high as 19 cents. So definitely a good buying opportunity. Like I said, 20 million supply is really good, and currently right now at a total market cap of 667. So appreciate everybody jumping into the stream. I like seeing new faces. A lot of new people are jumping into the stream, and I really do enjoy that. Really do like the fact that we've got a lot of new people on the stream. Definitely go ahead and smash that like button for me. Really would appreciate that. And most importantly, show me the next projects. Come on. Not only do I go ahead and get to review something to talk about, but also everybody else is watching this will go ahead and get a better perspective of looking at the project you're shilling. So I really do recommend you go ahead and show your projects. Another project I want to go ahead and show you guys, PEPE. I don't know. I've been extremely bullish. I have a feeling about this one too. I don't know why. It's probably because of the mechanism that they have. They are burning tokens like literally every day or every 7 days, something like that. I have to go ahead and double check. All I do know is that they have a burning mechanism, and I jumped in around this area right here, I believe. Like I said, I don't put too much money on these projects. I only put what I'm willing to lose, which could be like $100, right? Because right now this is not a market to be investing, in my opinion. This is more of a gambling market. If you want to lose money, this is the time. If you want to make money, you want to get more of a bullish sentiment. But right now it's in between, right? So right now I'm not really throwing money into these projects, but I put in about $100, money that I'm willing to lose, right? But if you go ahead and see this, as soon as I bought in, and I actually made a video about it, pumped about a 2x, then it dumped, and right now it looks like support has been holding. Like, keep in mind, I haven't looked at this project in over probably 2 weeks. Like, I literally just bought it and I'm like, whatever. I knew the risk. Hopefully this is not a rug pull, and it dumped like 60 to 80%. I was like, shit, man. I was like, oh my gosh, why do I always get into projects and they always dump? And I just left it as that, because I'm like, dude, I don't know why, but I have a very, very strong like feeling inside of me that this is going to go ahead and pop off. And if you look at the total market cap right now, it's about 383 or 393 at the time being. 13,000 holders with a buy and sell tax of a total of 19%, which is like, dude, they're taxing for sure. But what brought me to being bullish about this project is if you zoom out on the daily, let's say you were to buy in right now, right? I don't even think it tells me how high we could actually go. Let's see. I'm gonna try one more time. Probably measure it from the bottom. That doesn't tell me, dude. But what I can definitely go ahead and tell you that this is probably over a 20x. That's what I'm thinking. Probably over a 20x. Okay, so White Magic said, although I'm a diehard BEPE holder, I do like to look. I like the look of that new Zboda dopamine coin that, okay, coin what Beeple posted an art piece on this morning. They have a similar vibe utility wise where you can win real things. Okay, let's go ahead and look at that, bro. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. So you are from the BEPE community. Appreciate you, man. It's called X Dopa. Yeah, man, when it comes to these projects, it's all about, in my opinion, it's all about community. How does the community feel? What does the community like? And that's really what drives a project, right? It's called dopamine. See, I get dopamine whenever I make videos like this. Like, whenever it's like crypto stuff, like I get a very good dopamine where I'm just like, I enjoy doing this. So what is dopamine? Let's go ahead and read what it is. Dopamine. because why the fuck not? Introducing dopamine, the meme coin that unleashes a mind-bending journey like no other. Unlike cheap imitations that dilate the rush with complex filler, X-Dopa remains pure, delivering an unrivaled rush you won't find anywhere else. Bro, it sounds like a drug. I mean, they do have all this shit that I didn't really notice, but I guess. Okay, how to buy. It shows you how to buy. Tokenomics. Dude, this is hilarious. Like, this is literally a pill, and it's giving you, like, the tokenomics. Like, how creative, right? This is really creative, but, like, it's just funny, man. 94% public sale, 2% airdrop, 4% centralized exchange, and then you're going to be able to buy here. No tax. Getting high should be a should be free, man. Renouns. Our contract will be renounced to ensure your product cannot be tampered with. Seifu as fuck. Dopamine is a good coin or a good clean fund for the whole family. 100% pump. Every DJ loves pumping. We are no different. Yes, we do. Take a hit. Brace yourself for an unfiltered path to the ultimate euphoria. Join our community and dive into the power of X-Dopa. Each trade is a chance to ignite your senses and fulfill your wildest cravings. Warning, X-Dopa is a controlled digital substance. Once you step into the dystopia realm, there's no turning back. Beware the seductive allure of X-Dopa, where utility fades and chaos takes control. If you experience common side effects such as explosive outbursts, insomnia, hair loss development, huge nuts, please seek medical assistance immediately. Man, this is funny. Honestly, the way they like branded this is like, you know, I don't think drug promotion should be like something to glorify, honestly. But like the way that they're doing this is, dude, honestly, like meme coins are a drug on its own if you really think about it. Like, we all know we all get a dopamine factor when we see 1,157% up. Like, imagine investing, you know, $100 and then waking up, or, you know, checking the next thing, you're up like $20,000-$30,000. Like, that's a dopamine factor that probably not most people will go ahead and agree to, right? So I would say like this is a dopamine on its own, right? And like for me, for example, I get a dopamine effect whenever I'm making content. Like whenever I go live, I get a dopamine factor. Let's go ahead and check the dope map. So website is released. Promote the inappropriate use of dopamine. Fair launch. 500 plus holders. Training on Twitter. 5x for holders. Gamble your dopamine. Strategic community partnerships. Tier 1, Tier 2 listing. Dopamine flavored Bugatti. This is funny, man. This is funny. A dopamine party. That sounds pretty fun. Yeah, so let's go ahead and check their Twitter. I like their logos, honestly. I like their design. I like the kind of branding they have behind it. Oh, dude, this is the Wolf of Wall Street, is it? This guy's like racking up a line, man. Okay, so this is where you can go ahead and see the contract. Hey, and I see that I am live. Thank you for putting the video, man. I don't know how you guys did that so quick, but I guess I jumped into the dopamine, man. I think you got me there. Snappers. But yeah, man, I really do like that. Total liquidity right now is locked for about a month. If the team is watching this, I think if you could go ahead and lock this for a little bit more, that would definitely make more people feel a lot safer. With a total volume of 302,000 holders. That is insane, dude. 300, or not holders, volume. 302, like almost 500,000 of volume within 24 hours. And I don't even think this token's been out for 24 hours. Currently right now with about 1 billion of supply, which is not too bad. You know, most tokens we see them in the trillions, so that means we could definitely go ahead and rank up to the upside with a total market cap of 65.05 thousand on the market cap. So that means it's a high risk, high reward, and usually when it comes to tokens like this, and this is the reason why I appreciate it, White Magic, is the fact that when you get into tokens like this, we want to get into tokens like this before all the major influencers start promoting it, because I've noticed that once the major influencers promote it, tokens usually dump, right? So this is kind of like the opportunity, if you want to call it, the risk that is worth taking, in my opinion, to go ahead and jump into these projects when they are at such a low total market cap, right? Like I said, only 215 holders, which is actually not bad. You know, it's not bad considering the fact that the project has been launched in a couple hours. Contract is renounced, which is good. And then buy and sell tags of 0. So it looks like they I like the branding behind it. You know, we all do get that dopamine factor, whether it's from trading, whether it's from eating food, whatever the case is, right? But we all know we all get that dopamine factor off of crypto for sure, bro. I could definitely agree to that. I'm gonna go ahead and add that to my watch list. See when I can go ahead and buy into a position. I would just go ahead and suggest everybody, this is a high risk, high reward, just like any of these tokens. This token could be the next Pepe, I don't know. But for me personally, I like taking risk on tokens such as these because of the total market cap being so low. And that gives you an opportunity to even risk 50, even $100, even $20, and making a boatload of money in the upside if the token, you know, does what it promises. So looks promising so far. So let's just go ahead and wait and see where things are going. You know, looking at the 15-minute chart, it does look like a nice area of support is forming. So we're gonna go ahead and take a look at this. I'm gonna go ahead and start doing that little thing that I usually do, and it's just taking a look at the charts. And then we're gonna go ahead and come in the next, you know, coming days, coming hours, and I'll go ahead and keep you guys updated how dopamine is doing. It does look like a sell-off has been going on right now, but you know, it's normal and expected, especially with this kind of high of a volume, especially if you're like an early buyer. So I'm gonna have that one onto my watch list. And what else is currently going on? So PEPE, I think this is going to be pumping. Like I said, they have a burning mechanism. BBOT, I think that's a good one too because of the gambling thing. I guess it goes back to the dopamine factor. So that's why I'm bullish on that. Zcash, I'm pretty bullish on this project as well. It's called Draco. For all those that are brand new, welcome. It's a pretty weird one too, but hopefully you guys can hear the music on this one. Do you hear that? So that's why I'm bullish. That's really the reason why I'm bullish. No, the reason why I've been bullish on this project, being all serious, not only the fact that it has a low market cap of 126,000 and only has about 468 holders, is the fact that it does move a lot with this one right now, and it's called Harry Potter Obama Sonic 10 Inu. Weird ass name, I know, but guess what? It all comes down to the community. This token has reached a total market cap of 104 million market cap with a total supply of 999 million. With only currently 9,000 holders, it has been able to achieve over 100 million market cap. And I literally call this token during this time right here. That's why I draw these little lines. I leave these circles, because when you go ahead and do this, I always go back and then go back to where I left off. And unfortunately, there's this one time I was cleaning the browsing on my computer because I was having some issues logging into, I think, like my YouTube or something like that. So I ended up clearing all my data and all that. And I had Harry Potter Obama 10 Inu on that saved right here on my Dex tools. And unfortunately, because I did that, it got erased. So I was just doing my everyday meme coin research, as you're seeing the way we do it. This is the way we do it live. And yeah, I was like, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and put this one on my watch list. I put it right there. Then a couple days comes by. Like I said, I had to clean up my computer, and I forgot about this token. And I found out about this token again when it was trending around this area right here. And if you see that call that I made, you could even go back to my videos. I think it was probably like one of the first couple videos I made, probably like first 5. From where I said and talked about this project, that would have been a 3,000%, which is about a 30x. And looking at his all-time high, dude, this is insane what a community could go ahead and do. It's over 12,000%, which I believe is over 120x. So 120x. Imagine putting in $1,000, $100, $200. Imagine how much money you would have been able to make, right? That's the reason why, I always kind of started, well, not always, because I actually just started preaching this. It's better to go ahead and invest 50 to $100, because if the project is really going to be successful, you could turn that $100 or $50 into a couple grand, or maybe even a couple hundred, right? With a very low risk and a very, very, very high reward, in my opinion. And this project is called Harry Potter Obama Sonic 10 Inu. I'm sure a lot of you have heard about this one. And it's a very interesting project as well. Really weird, but very strong community. And as crazy as this project sounds, it's at a over 100 million market cap. And that's kind of the reason why I'm also bullish on that project that I told you guys. It's called Zcash, because it has a weird ass name as well, right? And it has kind of the same narrative, and I think it's following a very similar narrative. I don't know how high it could go, but I think it could almost reach highs as high as Obama Sonic 10 Inu, hopefully, right? And if you do go ahead, or let's say I am invested into this project, but let's say if you're new and you do throw in $100, you could be making a lot of money, because it kind of follows the Obama Sonic 10 Inu. And I think you could also definitely get, like, let's say you buy it now, in let's just say a month, this thing could easily hit about 6x. Obviously, if it goes up higher, that's about 14x. So it's not bad, It's it's a low risk, high reward if you're only putting in, an amount you're willing to lose. It's a high risk, high reward if you're willing to go ahead and put in a lot of money you're not willing to lose. But that is just an alpha on that one. What other project can we talk about? Beep, Beep, I've been extremely bullish on this project. I've actually just made a video on this one, and in my opinion, we're just going to go over it quickly. I do think that we will be getting rejected around this area, and I'm almost crossing my fingers we do, because I want to buy this token a lot cheaper, because I'm extremely bullish. I think one of the strongest communities I've seen, very healthy corrections, very healthy pumps, very healthy dumps, and I do think that we could go ahead and break to this area of the 0.47, if I'm not mistaken, and currently only has about a liquidity of 366,000, has about $13,000 in volume, which is quite low. But if you look at the market cap, it has 634,000 market cap. I really do personally think this could go over 10 million market cap. I think it's very possible due to the narrative of this token and the fact that they actually have some real utility. And I say some because they actually create NFTs using AI behind it, and they make like these episodes. It's freaking hilarious, dude. Like, if you haven't watched or haven't tuned in into PEPE2.0, like, I just can't believe how they're not as big as they should. Like, their graphics are good. Their episodes that they make are hilarious. Like, they'll make you laugh. Like, I could literally watch the episodes forever. And it's I think one of the most supportive, very super strong communities. Honestly, they're always reaching out to me on Twitter, always showing love on the Twitter, on the live stream, on everything. I think this is one of the most not only supportive communities when it comes to their own project, but most importantly, one of the most positive communities that I've come across with in a while, because even when they do see these downtrends, they're still positive. They're not talking bad. They're not saying when moon, when this, when that. They're just believing in the vision of the developers, and I think that takes a lot. People to go ahead and have trust in you to go ahead and do the right thing. I think that's one of the biggest things that the society lacks overall. Value and trust, and the holders in the community truly do believe this, and I also as well. Even though I'm not a holder of BEEP token yet, like I mentioned, I am hoping to go ahead and buy in at this area right here, just because I want to get in at a better entry price. So I hope some paper hands sell, because if I do buy that bottom, and it could go ahead, I'll be up about 1,600%, which is about a 16x measuring the bottom. And obviously if it doesn't go to the bottom, which is a high probability now looking at the overall market, it's still about a 4x, which is not bad, right? And that's assuming you go ahead and sell that top. But obviously, if we do go ahead and bounce back up to the upside, we could go ahead and be making new all-time highs. I think it's very doable, and I think it's very possible. So I'll definitely be on the lookout for this. They are partnered with BitBoy. So once BitBoy starts chilling and pushing this project a little bit more, like he did with the Dubai token, I do think a massive total market cap could be coming. And from my understanding, I don't think the community or the developers have even done any marketing themselves, like as far as paid. I think that's coming from last time I talked to the team, but they haven't done any like major promotions with big influencers besides BitBoy. So yeah, that's on Beep. Very positive, probably best community I've ever come across, honestly. And then you have Pepe Gains. I talked about Pepe Gains being a deflationary token, very bullish. We have lost multiple supports, but even at his all-time high, we could go ahead and reach about a 4x. I'm not too worried about this token because it does have a total supply of 388.37 million market cap and only 1,111 holders. So I do think that once this market does begin to pick up, you could go ahead and expect Pepe Gains to make some nice gains, as it is on the name, because it is a deflationary token, right? So every time you sell, a percentage of that goes to a burning wallet, if I'm not mistaken, and then goes to a staking side as well. Appreciate you, Soul, for the coffee. We are about an hour and 54 minutes into the stream. I think this is probably one of the longest streams I've done in a while already. But we're going to go ahead and end the stream now. I'm going to go, should I go ahead and do some TA on Bitcoin? Okay, yeah, we're going to do some TA and just end it here. And I'll probably go ahead and do a video either tonight on Bitcoin. I'll go ahead and re-upload a video on Bitcoin. So if you have any more other additional questions, go ahead and make sure to comment down below. I am almost 2 hours into this stream today, probably one of the longest I've done in a while. Obviously, I've done almost like 3-hour streams, but this has been the longest stream I've done in a while. So go ahead and comment down below any other additional projects you want me to go ahead and show. And most importantly, smash that like button and make sure to use my MEXC link down below. You can leverage trade meme tokens up to 200x, so definitely go ahead and check that out. But looking at BTC overall in the market, it does look like some bullish sentiment is going on, and we are slightly picking up. So hopefully we could go ahead, hey, beep, yep, beep, beep. If we could go ahead and break above this 31,000, we will be seeing some bullish momentum. As you could tell, look, we literally drew this yesterday. We drew this yesterday, and so far it has been playing out. Obviously, we did not get rejected where I thought we were, but we have had a bounce back. It doesn't mean we can't get rejected. We still could go ahead and get some rejection around this area and then bounce back down to the $25,000 area. So we can still bounce all the way up to, let's say, where we at, 30,000. We can still bounce to 31,000 and then get rejected, bounce back to the $25,000 area, or 27,000, yeah, 25,000 right here. No, my bad, 27,000. We can still go ahead and bounce to 31,000, get rejected, hit 27,000, and then take off. Or we could just take off. And this is the start of the next mini bull run. So if that is the case, I am very excited, looking forward to that. Let's go ahead and delete these, so when we come back tomorrow, we can go ahead and get a better understanding how it played out. Were we right? Were we incorrect? Either way, I think I'm going to go ahead and do some BTC updates, because honestly, this is very urgent news, and actually definitely worth making a full video on. So hopefully everybody has a wonderful day, and I appreciate all of those that are new to the channel. And okay, so look guys, so if you guys have been following me for the last couple weeks on stream, I did mention this will be a massive area of resistance for the DXY in my opinion, and so far it has literally touched that point. You guys have been seeing it. I literally drew this line and I predicted where it could have been going. Let's go ahead and take a look at the 4 hourly. So far it looks like it is following it. Now the biggest question is, will we dump? Will we actually go down as what we've been hoping? And if we do go ahead and get rejected, guess what? That's what we want to see, because that means we should be buying, because we will be making some massive gains when the dollar does crash. So let's go ahead and cross our fingers that it does happen. But either way, I'm going to go ahead and end the stream now, because we are 2 hours, about 2 hours in 2 minutes. We'll just make it 2 hours. So let's just go ahead and try to make it into 2 hours. Got 2 minutes left. Comment down below any other additional questions or concerns. Hopefully you enjoyed the stream as much as I enjoy making them. So hopefully we could go ahead and see the DXY get rejected around the area. But anyways, let's go ahead and keep